Welcome Interneters. I'm going to try and make this bottom bracket this time along with this clamp. So bottom insulator. Well, it's very similar to our top insulator, so let's duplicate it. Select it in object mode. Duplicate linked means that if we change one, the other will change. As you can see, I'm now moving that around. Let's give it a better name. That's now insulator diag. Okay. In fact, insulator bottom would probably be better. Okay, so let's grab this down and get it lined up with our markers. Put a rotation on it. Let's line it down to that one first, and then rotate it. That's better. Okay, now we need to try and get it lined up to the appropriate marker. This is all about getting the views right, so I'm going to select this tube because it's aligned properly. I'm going to select it in edit mode and then I'm going to go Shift and 7. It gives me a nice view lined up the way I want it to. Back into edit mode, object mode, select our insulator. Say you want to snap to the closest item, and now let's grab it and press Y twice, and we're now on the local axis. So I know from my markers, I've got several markers here. That is the end of the tube, and one close by is the first fixing, and then the next one is the next fixing, and then the one after that is the end of my cap, this part here. So I think I've got that the way I want it. Let's select our markers. Yeah, there's a marker there, look, marker there lined up nicely. It's looking really good. Whilst we're here then, let's extend our tube to where it needs to be. And yeah, we've got the basics going there now. So the next thing to do is to make our fixing. Well, that fixing there is very similar to this fixing up here. So again, let's grab what we need. Slightly different this time. I'm not going to be doing duplicate linked. I'm going to be doing something slightly different. So object mode, and this time into edit mode. I just want the parts that I want, which is this top bit here. So select it all and now go duplicate. So this is still within that object. So press P and that will split that object off as a new object by the items I've got selected. And now I just need to give this a better name. So it's not the top and diagonal mount, that is going to be the diag insulator mount. Again, let's go and grab this down to where we need it. G for grab. If we change this to bounding box, I think that will work better. No, sorry, center. That's what we need to do. Yes, okay. And let's again apply a rotation to it. There we go. So now you can see it's lined up perfectly. There's some gaps and stuff because the way we duplicated it, but it's looking pretty good already. Again, let's go and select our tube, edit mode, Shift 7 to get the view we want, back into object mode, select this. Now we can grab this on the Y and snap it to the marker that we want. Let's again change it to closest. Okay, so let's see if we've got what we wanted. Here's my marker for the end of the fixing. Here's my marker, which is for the center of that first fixing. And here's the second marker. They don't line up. It's because it's a different size. So let's get that sorted out. Edit mode. Let's grab all of this up here on the Y. And then grab this part back down. Okay, let's go into object mode again. So now you can see everything is lined up the way we want. We've got some gaps to fill, so let's start working on that. Okay. first of all, I've got some bits here we don't need anymore. Delete those off. Let's do it slightly different. Let's delete the edges. I think that'll work. Yeah, it keeps the faces that we want. Okay, now let's collect these two edges and we're going to extrude up. Oh, hold on. Change our view to local, transform orientation to local. There we go, that's what we want. Let's do the same here. Oh, we need to extrude it first. And let's start filling in some gaps. I'll show you what I'm trying to make. Just trying to make this part here. Okay. Let's start filling in those gaps. Oh, got some edges here that aren't needed. Some edges here that aren't needed. Okay. It'll be the same on the front here. Face, F for face. A bit like dot to dot. There's probably quicker ways of doing this, but that's a vertex that we don't need. That's one there. Missed some earlier. Come together, as you can see now. Okay. I'm going to turn off some of these. Well, let's go into face view. There's going to be some faces I don't need. That face there, don't need. Look, only faces. Try and spot some more. There's another one there. Look. Not going to need them, you're never going to see them basically, that's why we don't need them. Okay, so there's still a few problems, but it's starting to look quite good. One of the problems is that if you look here, on this little corner, it doesn't line up properly. So we're going to do a little trick here. I can do what's called edge splitting, so take two edges and split them where they join. Go into object mode, go back into this one. Okay, if we select this edge here, I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to press P to split that off. Where is it? There it is. Now I'm going to select my other object and do Control J. I've now merged those together. So now when I go into edit mode, you can see I've got an edge as part of this object. And the reason why that's good is I can then go this and his and go W. So I can select those two edges, press W, edge X intersection. That is a mod. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but you can see it's divided those two up, so now I can delete that edge here. This one still needs doing. And as you can see, it allows me, hopefully, now ignore all of that. Looking at it, that wasn't the best way of doing it. So I've just undone all of that. What we're going to do is we're going to basically select a few parts here, and we're going to drop them very slightly. Grab those parts. I'm just going to drop them to make it line up with that edge, don't we? sorry, still not got it right. This time, hopefully, we're gonna go into this object, get that edge, duplicate it, press escape, press P to divide it, go and find it. There it is. Select this one as well. Control J to join it. This is just so I can get a marker for where I want it. So select those two edges, and we're going to go W X intersection, because now I have a nice little marker here that I can use. So let's just get rid of these edge parts. I think that leaves that marker there. It does. Excellent. So now if we select the parts that we need, let's try and do this. So we're going to move all of this down. I want all of those parts there, that part there. Oh, I haven't got them in look through on. Do that again. I'm still not doing it. No, that's stupid, mate. That's because that limits the selection. So let's do that again. There we go. Picking up the bits that we want. Right, it's got what we want. So now we can grab that on the Y. You can see, oh, snapping it to. And we can, as I say, grab it on the Y, snapping it to, if I get the flipping thing right, a vertex. There we go. Okay, it's a bit thinner than it was before, but I think it looks fine. Yeah, it'll do. So a little bit of touching up. Need to put a face in here. Just hunting for other things now that need touching up. Obviously, I'm going to select everything and go and recalculate my outside. Guess there's anything wrong. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That will do for me, I think. That's our bottom mounting. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, that's the end of this tutorial part.